Hi there, welcome to Nonsense Whisky. My name's PF, and today we're going back to Japan. I haven't actually covered a Japanese whiskey in a long time, but it's time for me to cover the Chita, which is a Suntory whiskey, being Suntory. This is the kind of hidden element of the Suntory blends. Now we know they've got three distilleries. They've got the Chita, they've got the Yamazaki, and they've got the Hakushu. You'd have heard of the Yamazaki and the Hakushu probably, because they've got some very famous single malts flying around from those, and they're very hard to get hold of now unless you get their no age statements, which are readily available. This thing is the third one, and this is their grain whiskey. The other two single malts, this is a grain, and it's the bulk of their blended Hibikis. I've actually covered a fair amount of those that I've just been talking about. I did a Sakura season last year. I'll put a link up just up there, and all of those videos are in there. We're talking about the Hibiki Japanese Harmony, the Hibiki 12, Yamazaki 18, the Yamazaki Sherry Cask I did before that, but they're all in that playlist up there, so do check that out. This thing here is 43%, not to be sniffed at. I got this as an absolute bargain in an airport for about 32, 35 pounds, can't remember exactly. Now on UK websites this is selling for £50 at the moment, which I'll be honest with you, right from the start, before even the tasting, it isn't worth £50. Not even remotely close to £50. But it is an interesting whiskey because not only is it grain, but they mature it in ex-wine, ex-sherry and ex-bourbon casks and marry all them together. And it produces a really wonderful smell. I bang on about grain a lot on this channel because it's an underappreciated version of Scotch. Mostly made for blending, but every now and again you get a bottle that's contains whiskey that's been in a cask for 20 to 25 years or above, and something special happens to grain whiskey when it's been in wood for that long. I've no idea about the age of this. I severely doubt it's anywhere near that, but the mixture of barrels coming together has kind of taken that edge off it and give it some complexity. On the nose there's lots of honey. Lots of vanilla, touch of that sherry notes. I'm not sure what the wine's doing to it, but maybe even a touch citrusy as well. Let's try a little bit. It's really gentle, easygoing dram. There's a little bit of spice on the end, but not so much. Kind of light, it's florally, more of that caramel coming through, but it's really quite tasty actually. I was really pleased with this when I picked it up for £32 and horrified when I saw it for 50. That's a big difference. That's almost, in fact that's exactly an Aldi whiskey bottle extra. It really isn't worth £50, but if you get it in an airport for relatively cheap, I think it really does shine, and it's worth trying it to find out what they build their Hibikis on, because it really is like the unsung hero of the little group, and it's a lot cheaper than the Yamazakis and the Hakushus. That said, in comparison to the Yamazaki and Hakushu distillers reserves, I can get both of those bottles for £45 each. That's £5 more. I'll hit the Yamazaki Distillers Reserve any day over it. But if you look at the price that I bought it for, which is the 32, this wins out every time.